Hi guys, I am here today with a double haul, and I am also recording with my ring light stand so I can finally do some hands-free recording. So this should be fun. But anyway, today my oldest daughter called me and told me, well, really yesterday, because today is another day. I'm recording at like almost 3 a.m. So my daughter called me and she also texted me showing that Barnes and Noble had all hardcover books for 50% off. So I excitedly got up and ran to Barnes and Noble, only to be disappointed once I got there. Barnes and Noble was closed down, gates all in front of it. So I mean, I don't know what's going on, how Barnes and Noble just shut down within like a week's time, but it was completely closed. So that led me to go to Five Below. I, well, first of all, I happily went to Barnes and Noble with my Barnes and Noble shopping bag, thinking I was gonna fill it up, but it was closed. So I just decided to go pick up a few things from Five Below since I was in that area. So I have a bag full of goodies to show you all from Five Below and Barnes and Noble. But I think I'm going to start with the Five Below bag first because the Barnes and Noble goodies are going to be my favorite. I love the books the best. So first off, I got this little planner set. It's Rainbow High. I love Rainbow High dolls. And I saw this little planner, and it's not a dated planner. So, of course, it starts from the month of January, but it's not dated. So, I can date it how I want. And it will probably be just like a little purse planner or something I put inside of one of my traveler's notebooks. It came with a cute pen and some little stickers that I may wind up giving to my grandbaby. I don't really need the stickers. Next, I saw this abstract painting kit, and I've never really tried the pour painting, and I've always wanted to try it. So I saw this little kit for $5, and I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to try out paint pouring. And not only did I pick up one of these, since my daughter, my oldest daughter, the one that called me about the Barnes and Noble sale, she's currently on maternity leave, so I picked one up for her too, because I want to find a few fun things for her to do while she's on maternity leave. Next, I found this little gouache set. This is a 12 set of gouache paint. Not sure what the quality is gonna be like. I'll most likely swatch this out on camera and we can see the quality of it together. But even if I don't like the quality of the paint, I can probably purchase some little individual gouache cups and put inside of the case, because the case feels just as durable as a lot of the gouache sets that I already have. Okay. Up next, I have this chameleon watercolor, and this is like an iridescent paint set. I wanted to get my daughter one of these as well, but first I want to test out the quality of it before I purchase another one. I want to do swatching just to see how pigmented it is or how it actually looks going down on paper, and if it's worth purchasing it again. So these I had never seen before. The yakisoba cheddar noodle bowls, and there were two of them on the shelf, and I'm assuming that they taste more like leaning toward macaroni and cheese. I like macaroni and cheese. This looks like something different, and I would like to try it. So I picked those up. I also have here one of my old favorites. This is a 5-pack of Pockies, and it is the strawberry flavor. Love, love, love Pockies. So I picked this up, and this was, it was definitely not $5. The Pockies were, or the Pockies were $5. So it's like $1 a pack. So the Pockies were $5. Okay, so I also have this. This is, I'm just trying these out. I think I've tried mochi before, but I wasn't too crazy about it. This one I may like better because it's a Thai tea mochi. So I'll see how this one goes. And last but not least, I picked this one up for the nostalgic purpose of it mainly. Don't know how the candies are gonna taste, but it is a little miniature Game Boy tin set, and it is grape flavored candies that are in here. And once it is empty, I can probably use it as a little art tin. So that's that for the Five Below haul. Okay, moving right along to my Barnes and Noble haul. I love plays, reading books that are written in the form of plays. And this was one, I've never heard of it, but it's an old, obviously an old play. And it is called As You Desire Me by Luigi Pirandello. And it was translated from Italian by Martha Abba. So I think that this is going to be a very fun read for me. I have here this cute little journal, and I fell in love with this when I saw it. It is obviously an old journal because you can kind of see the aging on the cover pages, but the writing sheets are completely fine, and they are that tinted color, which I prefer. I'm not crazy about white writing paper. And they also have dividers. I want to say it may be like 3 different section dividers in here. I haven't really counted them out, but I've noticed quite a few of the section dividers in here. So, and this is called Cover Notebook Form, and it is also like a little slip cover. Once this little notebook is used, I can reuse the slip cover. So I like that. Okay, up next we have The Lives of the Artist by Giorgio Vasari. And this is about a plethora of painters, different artists, and basically giving you a history of their background. I also saw this copy of Mary Poppins, and it was reduced to $1. I don't have a book copy of of Mary Poppins in my library. I've always had the Mary Poppins VHS tapes, DVDs, but I've never had a Mary Poppins book. And I saw this, so couldn't refuse it. I picked this up. I have this little small pocket size book here. It's called The Victors, and this is a background of World War II, the story of World War II. And it says here's an unforgettable story of World War II, the courage and kindness, the cowardice and culture, the humor, the tenderness. I have a notification coming. I don't know if that's going to pop up in the video. A notification just came through. Tenderness and the passion. Here are the men and women who fought and lived and loved and died. Here is the war they won and the innocence they lost. And I love stories about the war. I love learning about the war. So I saw this and I just had to pick this up. I saw this copy of Peter Pan, a copy I have never seen before. Look at the spine, if you can see it. I just love, when I saw it, I just fell in love with the way the book looked. And it kind of reminded me of books that I had growing up, the way it is written out. So this one I really want to sit in. I have two grandbabies now, a grandson that was just born last Thursday, and a 4-year-old granddaughter. So I would love to just sit and read this to them. And last but not least, from my Barnes & Noble haul is this copy of Les Miserables. I've always wanted this cover. I have several I have one over here that I cannot pull out because it's kind of stacked, but I have several copies of Les Miserables and have always wanted this cover. I saw it on the shelves. I started to walk away from it, and I just decided to put it in my cart and let fate take its course. And by the time I got to the register, I purchased it. So I do own this copy of Les Miserables, the cover that I have been wanting forever. And also, not included in this haul at all, but a few more books that I would like to share with you guys. I have here this copy of Sophocles. This is another book written in the form of plays, and this is the Tibetan plays. So this is one I'm going to be excited to get into. And of course, it's an old copy. And my favorite books to have are pretty much older books. I would choose an older form of a book over a newer copy any day. I love a lot of the older forms, a lot of the older book covers and just the look of them. I have here The Souls of Black Folk by W.E.B. Du Bois, and I kind of started this one a little bit. This one was an eBay purchase. So oh, and I neglected to mention, well, you can see that the books that I just showed you, they were one of my favorite bookstores, the half price books. But this was most of these are going to be like purchases from eBay. Some of them are from half price books that I may not have shown before, but this one was an eBay purchase. I have here, I'm not sure if I showed this one before in a video, but if I did, I'm just showing it again. And this one is a treasure guide, and it's 101 treasure sites. And this is basically about a lot of historical finds where people found different treasures, and it kind of gives you the story of different things that were found, who found them, and where they were located. I also have here Figmillion, and most of us that are familiar with this story knows that Figmillion is My Fair Lady, which is one of my all-time favorite stories. I love the story of My Fair Lady. Love the movie starring Audrey Hepburn. So this is also a first copy for me. I've never had a book and it has illustrations in it based on My Fair Lady. So Figmillion is the original name of that particular story. I have here, so I already had a copy of The Catcher in the Rye, but my nephew also had a copy that he was willing to get rid of. So this is going to be my pristine shelf copy, and this will be my buddy copy, the one that I can throw in my bag, take with me, and take notes in if I choose to. I have here The Crucible, and I love this cover as well. It has the French fold covers on it, and it's one of the Penguin. It's one of the Penguin classics, and there's this one. I think, yeah, this is the Penguin Orange collection. So there's I think there's like 12 books in this collection, and there's a few more of them that I am going to look into getting from this particular collection because I love this cover, and this is the only book I have from the Penguin Orange collection. And I love the how the pages have like the beveled edges to them on them. It gives character to the book to me. And last but not least, I have 2 copies of Critique of Pure Reason by Immanuel Kant. I have this copy, which I did order first, and both of these I ordered off of eBay, and then I have this copy. And I just love the simplistic look of the older covers. There are illustrated covers, but these 2 are by far my favorite. I may get a newer copy of this simply because these are old and I do not want to damage them, especially like with opening them. And when you open old books, you kind of lose the writing and everything on the spine. So that would be the only reason I would get a newer version of it, or I'd probably get it as digital, which I do have the audio book for Critique of Pure Reason, but even though I have the audio book, I still want to read it myself. So that was my haul for today. I hope you guys enjoy what I had to share with you. I'm hoping I'm looking at the camera right, because I cannot really tell where I should be looking on here. But I hope you guys enjoy what I had to share with you today. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.